www.worshipradio.faith. Or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Worship Radio INT. This is the future.
Welcome to Let's Fix It with Chenauda. Sit back, relax, and take some copious notes as we provide you with some awesome solutions to your financial matters. Invite your friends and family to join us. And if you're watching this live, like, tag, share. Sharing is caring. I am Chenauda Harris, your financial specialist, offering solutions to your financial matters. And welcome to Let's Fix It with Chenauda. Sit back, relax, and take some copious notes as we provide you with some awesome solutions to your financial matters. Invite your friends, family to join us. If you're watching this live via Facebook, like, tag, share. Sharing is caring. I am Chenauda Harris, your financial specialist, offering solutions to your financial matters. On today's show, I really cannot emphasize enough about being kind to each other in these days and times. We are all going through this thing together. We cannot embrace each other with a physical hug, but an elbow bump or a fist bump. But just know that this will pass. Trouble don't last always. I want to focus on some things for you to seriously think about while you are experiencing this interesting time in today's time. I was listening to a top leader in our company refer to this season as interesting. Not bad, not good, but use the adjective interesting. As I thought about it, this is very interesting, because we can't go back in our history books to compare it with anything. So to me, it's very compelling, but at the same time, very interesting. My goal today is to share some incredible information to get you through this interesting period of time and to carry you forward and beyond. So let's go. But before we get started, I just got one question. What in the name of Charmin, Angel Soft, Northern are we doing with all this doggone toilet paper? Can somebody tell me? Y'all is hoarding up the toilet paper with this COVID thing. But on a much more serious note, I just want to give you this quote from a t-shirt. And you can pick these t-shirts up over at the Native Detroiter in Ferndale. Miss Beverly Bantam, she is an awesome entrepreneur girlfriend, and she has these COVID-19 shirts, and the acronym COVID stands for Christ over viruses, infectious disease, 1-9 Joshua. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And she has these incredible t-shirts available for sale, and they are just totally awesome and so cute. And I just really thought that breaking it down in biblical terms was very appropriate. Now, I want to talk about the financial side of this, this whole COVID thing, and how we can, as consumers, come out of this with some knowledge and some awareness on some things, as well as be able to take advantage of some things if we work smart. So I'm going to break a few things down for you. So this is one of those shows where you really can take some copious notes, because I have a lot of information to share. So let's start first with the Federal Reserve, how the interest rates have dropped to almost zero. Due to the falling stock market, now is when the market is so low, you should start considering investing. Seek assistance on this process if needed. I am not an investor expert, but they always say you buy low and sell high. That's when you make your money. So I know that there are lots of people losing money in the stock market as it dropped, and it puts you back in the frame of mind of the 2008 recession when the market did crash. So don't fret, because this thing can turn around at any given point in time. So as a result of this COVID-19, we are all being subjected to take extreme precautionary measures to help slow the spread, right? So we're seeing massive shutdowns around the world. The death toll is rising, unfortunately. So my advice right now is everybody just calm down. And I'm going to provide you with some simple solutions to assist you to get through this time. So first, just breathe in and take a deep breath and exhale. Now let's talk about some real life skills. But first, before I get into the juicy stuff, I did get an insider tip from our company. They are doing something that I think that's very appropriate and very smart at these days and times considering. So in knowing what I do with credit restoration and our protection plan services, our company in their infinite wisdom has added a new service until March 31st. And that service is called Health Care to Go. So those of you that are newly enrolling into our UCES protection plan as a customer, for the next 30 days, you're going to be eligible to take advantage of My Health Care to Go for free. That is super outstanding and amazing in itself. And the reason is this program includes you're able to talk to the doctor, have a health advocate, you have dental discounts, lab benefits, image benefits, hearing benefits, diabetes benefits, and prescription drug card discount. After the 30 days, the cost does kick in to $25 a month. However, you can cancel at any time, and it's good for anyone in your household up to 7 people. But the exciting part about this is that you don't have to leave your home to see a doctor if you are experiencing other symptoms outside of the COVID virus that you need medical attention for. So this is a great program if you are getting ready to sign up for our awesome protection plan. And it's an added bonus. So I am super excited to bring you that breaking news, because that news just broke right before I got on the air. So if you are interested in taking advantage of our protection plan, my number is 734-752-8818, or you can follow me on Facebook at Chenauda M. Harris or on Instagram at Chenauda. And my email is letsfixitwithchenauda@gmail.com. And my website for services is www.chenaudaharris.com. And just so you'll know, if you decide that the protection plan is not something you're willing to make that investment in today, you can get those services alone by themselves. So I just wanted you to have that information, because I just felt like that was hot off the press. So back to the topic at hand. I like keeping you guys informed about things that help impact your finances. As we go through this COVID-19 virus pandemic, this interesting scenario that we are experiencing, some of you are probably experiencing different hardships, whether to pay certain bills, or needing assistance with paying bills. Now, understand what I'm getting ready to say, because I did make a post on my Facebook page the other day, and I want to add some more validity to what was said. And that's basically, companies will be starting to offer a assistance, meaning they might waive a late fee because you can't pay at this particular point in time for your bill. It doesn't mean that you don't have to pay them. It just means that they're not going to penalize you for a late payment. So understand that. Chenauda did not say don't pay your bills, they're going to waive your bills. She said that they are waiving certain late payments. So they're not charging you the late fee. Now, I know for a fact for Capital One, they are doing this because I did get an alert, an email to my phone that in the event that I needed further assistance paying my bill, that they would waive the late fee. So call your institutions and see if they're willing to work with you, or if they offer an assistant program in reference to payments. If you need that extra cushion because you are either out of work, laid off, or something has put you at risk as far as the COVID virus is concerned, to jeopardize your finances to make your payments on time. So I'm going to say that again. If you are experiencing a financial hardship due to the COVID-19 situation, please notify your billing, whether it's Bank of America, Barclays, Capital One, your Sprint bill, Metro PCS. Notify them and see if they offer assistance, meaning they're going to work with you with paying your bills later. Or even if you need to come up with a different payment program, do not just not pay your bills. Pay them something. If it isn't nothing but $10, at least make some type of conscious effort to give them a little something, because that still makes you look financially responsible. And that is what you want. Some of them may not be reporting the late payments to the credit bureaus. But once again, that is based on a case-by-case basis, and you need to communicate with those creditors, okay? Same thing with utility bills. And if you need further assistance, depending on the area in which you live in, there is 411 assistance and 211 assistance that is available for people. And in certain instances, you have to have some type of income criteria in order for you to meet the payment plans or their programmings that they are putting in place. So I do know that there are companies, utility companies especially. I know Comcast has put together free internet services for residents so that they can homeschool their children with free cable services. So, you know, contact these companies because they are really trying to help people as people are confined to their homes. Okay? The importance of savings. During these times, a lot of times people haven't really budgeted their monies appropriately, or they just live paycheck to paycheck. So sometimes a savings is not something that is in the cards for a lot of people. However, at the beginning of the year, and then also through the last half of 2019, as we approach 2020, we talked about various methods to save money. So perhaps now that we're sitting at home with children, I'm not personally, but for those of you that are sitting home with children, You might can put in effect some type of savings plan to make it a fun activity for the family. So once this whole COVID thing has blown over, you guys can reward the children appropriately. So I have a couple of suggestions for you. Like maybe you can fill a 2-liter bottle of pennies. And at the end, if you did it for 365 days, and God forbid that this thing lasts a year, you can save approximately $667.75. That could be a nice family outing for a family of 4 or so, depending on where you're going. But I think that is an awesome challenge to get the kids in the frame of mind to do a fun activity, but also get them in the mind of saving money, that you always don't have to spend money. Save money so you're rewarded, and show them what the reaping of that benefit can be at the end. It can also just be something that you guys do for good behavior. I know that certain parents are already experiencing like, Lord, when is this going to be over? Because I'm ready for these kids to go back to school. But give them some type of reward. And you can do that by playing some type of savings game. And if you want more suggestions on what to do with the family in terms of activities, definitely reach out to me and I'll provide you with some awesome ideas to be able to assist you. And keep in mind, we have programs or ideas that I can share with you just in a matter of 12 weeks on how to save $1,000. And I know some of you are probably like thinking like, I'm already spending a lot of money as it is because I done ran out and bought food and had to stock up on this and had to stock up on that. But let me show you where some money can be. If you are one of those people that went to Starbucks for 5 days a week, that's $360 a week. A month. For a 30-day period. That's $4 a day, $5 a week. That's $360 right there. Starbucks. If you were buying lunch every day at work and you are no longer going to work for 5 days a week, that is $800 for a 30-day period. If you smoke, which I hope you don't, that could possibly be another $630 in a 30-day period. If you eat out 2 to 3 days a week and you average $20 per meal, $60 a week, that's $960. If you're filling up your tank twice a week, an average spending $100 a week in gasoline, that's $400 a month in gas. So right there alone is $3,150 that you could potentially save. It just really depends on what your lifestyle really is and what did you cut out physically. So you might have to reappropriate funds somewhere in order to make it work. But I just gave you several ideas on how to maneuver some money and find some money. Because here's the deal. We tend to find money when it's time to go to the concerts, when it's time to go to whatever. When we want a new outfit, Easter is coming. I know some of you tend to go buy the kids new outfits and whatnot to take them to church. Well, depending on what church you go to, church may not be happening. So are we going to dress up the kids and do an Easter egg hunt at home? What are we doing? These are monies that we need to think about that we can either save or put to different uses. So I want you to get in that frame of mind about thinking about how to save money. So in the event when crisis come about, we're not scrambling and struggling, trying to figure things out and running around like, oh my God, the world is coming to an end. We have a solution. And that's what we do here with Let's Fix It with Chenauda. We provide you solutions to your financial matters, right? So go figure. And also, here's a couple of other ideas on what to do with your savings. You can also pay down some of your high interest rate credit cards. That's going to save you some money on in the long run, right? Pay a little extra on a bill and then leave some in your savings account. Those are some of the ideas of that money I just found for you, that $3,000 I just found for you. These are some ideas of what you can do with that money and put it to good use. And it is not gone to waste. And it's just, something awesome for you to do. Some credit tips. If you are struggling with your credit cards, number one, if you don't have a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, you need one. Whether it's a secured card or not, you need that in your life, because guess what? You can't take your Lane Bryant Victoria's Secrets to Walmart and buy groceries now. You only can take the Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover to the grocery store to buy groceries, etc. So that's very, very key. And then also, if at all possible, pay everything on time. Keep them as much in a timely manner as you can. And if nothing else, pay your minimum if you can. Break up that payment, because remember, that tricks the algorithms of the credit scoring system, the FICO system. So if you break up that payment from that payment date, as long as you're still making that payment, you're going to look financially responsible. These are some key things to get you in a position and to help you build your credit score. So we definitely don't want you to experience a drop in your credit because life has kind of happened and this situation we are in has happened. You want to try to maintain your credit score or build it if at all possible. And then, if you don't have a secured credit card, those are free with me. So definitely reach out to me so we can get you that secured card. And if you're renting, let's get you on Credit My Rent so we can get you that credit boost. Because after this thing is over with, you guys, do you realize the situations that eventually could prevent themselves before you purchasing low interest rate homes? You want to hit the market when the interest rates are low. So soon it will be a very good time to be able to take advantage of this situation at hand in a positive manner to benefit you and your family. So there's some good and there's some bad that goes along with this interesting situation we're in. But we want to focus on the positive because there's so much emotions right now that are flying high with the anxiety of everything that's going on, the circumstances that we are facing. So I wanted to give you some financial tips to help you put you in a better position to think about it. So let's talk about the protection plan really, really briefly. So even now is a good time to even think about credit restoration, because you get your credit fixed when this is over. You're able to get pre-approved and be able to get you a home or get you that new car, or even to be able to get what you want, or even something better than what you had desired. So with our protection plan, you're getting the credit restoration. So we're going to dispute all negative items simultaneously with all three credit bureaus and aggressively use the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971 to help assist with this process. You're getting a credit builder, so we're going to show you how to build your credit. We're going to give you a credit attorney. He's going to be able to assist you with harassing phone calls and things of that nature that help you with things that our credit team can't dispute and get off of your credit. We're going to monitor your credit. We're going to protect your identity and give you a financial lockbox. Plus, you get a will, trust, power of attorney. Those things are essential to everyday life because you never know when you might need your will, trust, power of attorney. Time is just not promised to anybody. Also, we're going to show you what your net worth is. You do have that. And we're going to show you how to save money. Now, let me tell you a story that happened to me a couple of months ago. Actually, last month, right before I got ready to go to our convention. And this is why I love our product so much. I was a victim of credit card fraud. Someone actually got a hold of one of my MasterCard numbers, had the audacity to use it, charge up something. And so I get an alert to my phone. Ms. Harris, did you make this purchase because this seems out of the norm for you? Answer yes or no. I answered no. I did not make that purchase because the card was one in my purse, in my wallet, secured. And I hadn't traveled to whatever destination the purchase was made anyways. And I didn't purchase anything from that particular place either. So they immediately sent me to the credit card company, call your credit card company, and let them know that you have been a victim of credit card fraud. So they said, Ms. Harris, what we're going to do, since you didn't make this purchase, we're going to cancel your card. We're going to cancel the transaction, and we're going to reissue you another card. If I had not had the credit monitoring on my accounts, do you know the turmoil that could have cost me? I would have had to file a police report and go through a whole bunch of other things, as well as look and see if my other credit cards was impacted by this. It could have totally devastated my entire trip before I left for Vegas for our convention. But I thank God that I have this protection plan to protect me. So I feel real confident in what I'm telling you to be true, because if you have ever been a victim of identity theft, it's a pain in the behind in order to get your stuff right. And sometimes it could take months and years to get your identity back to where it's supposed to be and to get everything restored to its proper place. So with that being said, that's my own personal testimony. And obviously, you know, everybody's testimony is going to be different, but I love the product and I wouldn't try to tell you anything different. So I want to let you know that I am available when this COVID-19 thing blows over, available to speak at church engagements and organizational meetings and large groups once we're able to convene as large groups as a community. So you can reach me at 734-752-8818 or email me at letsfixitwithchenauda@gmail.com. And if you would like, I can do webinars. So since some of you are confined, I do have a webinar that we are hosting this evening. And that webinar is going to be with a phenomenal leader that has been seen on the Steve Harvey Show numerous times, as well as the Word Network with Bishop Greg Davis. He's had the opportunity to speak at New Birth Church with Pastor Jamal Bryant in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm very excited about tonight's webinar. And then also featured will be a young lady who hails out of California, the LA area. And she was a teen mom. And she has a very interesting story of how what we do as agents took her from homelessness to a six-figure salary. And she was able to walk away from her situation. She was bruised but not broken, and was able to restore her life and her family's life. And they are living the life of their dreams right now. So I would love if you would like to be my special guest tonight on the webinar, because most of us will be sitting where? At home, because we can't go anywhere. Now is a great time for you to join into our webinar, into my world, to see what I am talking about so passionately on a weekly basis. So I totally invite you to join me. If you are interested, please send me an instant message, because I definitely am excited about tonight and want to see you on our webinar, because we are working on Mission 2020. And that is to help 800 people become financially empowered this year. And that movement is growing. So we want to be able to assist people with getting into homes, buying cars, and just becoming financially free. And also, I have a network of realtors. So we get your credit fixed and you're ready to purchase a home. I have a realtor already prepared to sell you the home of your dreams wherever you want, predominantly anywhere in the United States. How exciting is that? You don't even have to worry. We have people to be able to assist you, and they are reliable professional people. That is the type of caliber of people that I love to work with. Now, as I begin to close the show, I have a very important lesson that I think I have personally taken out of this interesting COVID situation. So what I know for sure is we have to really get a grip on life and just always be prepared and be prayerful. What I mean by that simply is you have to have a backup plan in place, because life can throw you a curveball and then you're sitting there like, then what? I just don't mean have a plan for family, but in every aspect of your life, for your home, your family, your finances, your relationships, work, school, church, you got to have a backup plan of some sort of just in case. Although we majorly are being inconvenienced, but we just have to be careful and mindful and be kind to one another. You know, this situation has brought the world to a whole new norm, and it's the norm for now as we know it. And some of us really need to do some evaluations from this event. Just do some appropriate evaluations of what's going on. Being able to take care of your household for at least 3 months, because you just never know. Do you need to get an extra stream of income? Do you have a plan in place for childcare in the event of an emergency? And in closing, it is still so important and critical that we just put our trust in God and walk by faith and believe in his promises, because he's never going to fail us, you guys. He's not. So with that being said, until God says the same, I'm going to see you next week, and you guys be safe. And I want you to remember this: wash, pray, and spray. Have a great week, you guys.
You are listening to Worship Radio International, the world's #1 online Christian radio station. Check out our website at www.worshipradio.faith, or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Worship Radio INT. This is the future.